Apparently, and I didn't know this, the Loch Ness Monster looks like a cross between a snail and a stray puppy.
Yes. Kind of like Shrek in the water. Has a little Shrekier things.
This is crazy to me. Now, I didn't see the movie, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, hell no.
Well, do you know anything about the film? Let me explain.
I just told you. Wasn't that the movie? I just told you about it.
A little bit more than that. I mean,
okay.
It's about the kid that finds a Loch Ness Monster, basically. He doesn't know what it is. And he puts it in. He goes around collecting shells and stuff like that. He comes across this egg.
So he's asking for trouble already.
Yeah,
picking up shells. Damn it.
Well, you know what? It's his way of,
being gay. So go ahead.
It's his way of using his time to occupy his time while his dad's off to war.
Okay.
Because he used to do it with his dad. He used to go and get shells and stuff like that.
Period piece.
No, kind of, yeah, I guess. I mean, it goes back, it's not like, it has the World War II stuff in it and
okay, I'm sorry.
Things like that. But it's not like Elizabeth, or anything like that.
Okay.
But, so it turns out that this guy goes around collecting little shells and stuff like that, and he comes across this egg. He doesn't know it's an egg, but it's, he tries to break it open, and then all of a sudden there's like this beautiful egg inside it. He leaves it there because his mom calls him up. Comes back the next morning and finds this little tiny water horse. Loch Ness Monster. And basically he doesn't know what it is, and he, tries to feed it. It grows up and gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
And it starts eating people?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. But it gets so big. And this is a short condensed version. It gets so big. The guy helps him out, tells him what it is. They throw it in the lake. Gets really big and starts scaring people, all that stuff. Basically the story of it.
Okay, now let me see if I can predict it from here. It's actually a nice creature.
Yes.
Which is boring. I wanted to eat people. I want to attack, but it
attacks people that are mean to the little boy.
That are mean to the little boy. So the little boy, people misjudge the creature. Mm-hmm. Some people want to kill it, and the boy has to protect it before it gets too late, and they kill the creature. And then somehow at the end, it works out all happy.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. And
basically.
I take it that this is a children's film.
It is, but there's a lot of scary parts in it. It's not for little kids, because little kids are going to get scared about it. They have like this room with all these skeleton heads and, big teeth, chomping at people.
Did you take a little kid with you?
No, I didn't. Oh. I was trying to take you, but, you couldn't make it. That was my little kid.
I see. You're calling me retarded in a way. That's adorable. That's nice. Fuck you.
Just kidding.
You can go to hell.
You know I love you.
You can go to hell. You owe me now.
I know. All the time.
I know.
It's a constant thing.
I'm just counting down.
So anyway, this movie is not a film for little kids. They're going to get scared. But it's a movie for, I'd say like 9, 12-year-olds, somewhere in that age, maybe even a little bit younger, maybe like 7 or 8. So but like a 2 or 3-year-old is going to get scared with parts of this movie.
So we're talking about like really small kids who get scared of anything.
Well, actually, I mean, there's some video games that are scarier than this, but there are some, there's some scenes there that are a little frightening to kids. I mean, the Loch Ness Monster goes and, it gets a little scary at points when people are trying to be mean to the little boys. So
you thinking this might scare little kids and
little tiny kids, yeah. But it's a cute family film. It really is. I mean,
I know some 2-year-olds. Well, I know some 2-year-olds that carry guns. Would it scare them?
No.
Okay, because they got.
Well, if they're carrying around a gun, we got bigger problems.
Okay, bigger problems than the Loch Ness Monster. Okay,
Yeah.
We got bigger problems. Yeah, we got
a 2-year-old packing heat.
Yeah, he's got bigger problems than the water horse. Yeah. Okay, all right, but okay. So I mean, we can shorten this up. I mean, this is a good family film.
Yeah, it's a cute family film. It's one that you take your children to. Make sure, like I said, not real young, or explain to them that, this is just a movie or something, because it's going to be a little frightening to kids in some places. But it's a cute family film. It's well done. It flows pretty well. It goes on. And I think kids will enjoy it. It's not Never Ending Story. It's not anything like that. But it's a good film.
It's not Godzilla.
No. Godzilla of the water. Ah.
Yeah. So okay. So what would you give it then?
I would give this for kids and parents. I'd give it a matinee. It's not a full price movie.
So what are your problems with the movie then?
It was a little slow in some places. It's just not the whole thing. At the very beginning, it takes a little while to develop, but kids are not going to pay attention to that. That's why I said this is more of a family film. The kids will be interested because they see this little monster going around trying to figure out what it is and seeing it grow bigger, and it's cute. And kids are going to like it, going like, oh, but like I said, there's parts that the kids are going to be scared of if they're too small.
Like I said, this thing, it looks kind of real, except when you look at except for when you look at it in the face, because it looks like goddamn Scooby-Doo or something.
But you know what? The animation was really good. Like the way they had it going through the water and stuff like that, it was actually very realistic.
So the creature looks pretty cool.
The creature looks pretty cool, especially when it's fully grown. I mean, that was good. There are some parts that were unrealistic as an adult, like this creature is supposed to be so magical and have all these powers, right?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, the creature has powers?
Well, apparently it does, because the guy gets on its back, goes through the water, and dives under the water, and they're under there for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and the guy can still breathe and come out the other end.
Oh,
and he can hold on to the Loch Ness Monster. I don't want to give too much away, but
Oh, no, that's called the magic of editing right there. That's just a bad editing. So.
He can breathe underwater. You can see the little bubbles coming up, but they're still dry. I mean, they're swimming all around the bottom of the ocean, and it's no big deal. And the guy can still breathe when he comes up, and he can hold on to this thing, and without scales or anything, he's like slippery, and the little boy can hold on. So as an adult, you're going like, yeah, this is kind of unreal. Well, the whole idea of the Loch Ness Monster is kind of unrealistic, but as a child, they're not going to look at that. They're going to look at it and think, hey, this is cool.
You mean this isn't like a Animal Planet special? Like this isn't documentary footage that we're watching right here?
No.
Right.
Oh, but there is one part at the very beginning that they, like the whole, the one picture that exists of the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
They show how it's not fake, but it is fake.
I knew it.
It's not fake, but it is fake.
Wait a minute. You got me confused.
Well, because it was a picture that was actually taken, but it was a stage picture. It wasn't the actual one. And if you look across the mountains, the real one's on the other side, looking at them take a picture of the fake one.
Okay, I need magical powers to understand what you're talking about. I'm getting the hell out of here. Hey, I got a dance I want to show you. Come to the bathroom with me. I want to show you the water horse.
You got a big water horse.
You bet I do.
That's not the kind of water horse we're talking about, Korey.
All right. You can't blame me for trying.